Patrick Graham, the quarterback's best friend. Let's get to this.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no.
Welcome back, Raider Nation, my champions. This is Eric, and we are live at halftime where Denver Broncos are leading the Raiders 10-7, almost 13-7, almost 17-7. A lot of craziness in this game. Let's be honest with you. It's indeed a wild and wacky kind of a game. Defense, I am not impressed whatsoever. We'll get to the good, bad, and ugly one second. I want to say hello to all of you already in here. Got about 200 people in TikTok, and the YouTubers are just filing. I just started this. Sandy B says, thank goodness no field goal for the Broncos. Yeah, dodged a bullet there. We're starting to come up, so let's hope. I'm going to be optimistic and hope that this is a good sign of things to come. Let's get right to it like we normally do. This is our rundown. We're going to talk about the good, bad, the ugly. I'm going to go over my keys to the game that I talked about in the game preview on Friday night, go over some stats of the game, and then turn it over to you. I also want you to grade this Raiders performance A through F. I can only put A through D on the YouTube poll. You guys in TikTok, I want you to put A through F right now as far as the grade overall for the Raiders. Stone Cold Steve says Patrick Graham needs to go. We're going to get right to that with our good, bad, and ugly. Let's start with the good. I always like to start with the good. You know what? Like I said before, our offensive stars are shining. That's right. Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, and Derek Carr, including Derek Carr. And I put DC's chicken salad. Derek Carr is making chicken salad out of chicken shit out there because his offensive line is absolutely terrible. Colton Miller is inactive for the game with that abdomen injury. They got Illuminor on the left side. They got Thayer Munford, the 7th-round rookie, on the right side. Alex Barr is the guy I said should not even have made the team. I talked about that in the preseason. He's starting at guard as well. Andre James with a nice issue with the penalty right there. So he's doing the best he can. I believe he is, 10 of 12 or 11 of 13 in the game. We'll get to the stats in a minute. Let's get to those bad parts, though. More penalties, more problems. We're racking up the penalties. We're going to be in triple digits penalties. We're on pace for that. I believe we have 65 yards in penalties. Burned by the blitz. Seems like every time we blitz, we cannot really get to the quarterback. And if we do, it's too little too late, and there's an open man because our secondary is stinky. And I had to put the offensive line pass protection. Pass pro, oh no. There is not much pass protection in there. Very spotty, but Derek Carr is sitting in there, honestly, like a trooper, having a pretty decent game. That said, and of course, it helps when Josh Jacobs is running the ball on pace for well over 100 yards. But again, we'll get to the stats. But my ugly, I got to talk about this defense. I got D is for Dookie. Unbelievable. They gave up the opening drive touchdown to the Broncos. The first time that the Denver Broncos have driven for an opening drive touchdown this season. And they came back and gave them a field goal, almost gave them another score here late. I'm tired of it. What has this guy got to do to get fired? I really don't know. At this point, I don't know. I guess he's doing a fantastic job too, right, Mark Davis? Unbelievable. This guy is making Gus Bradley look like Buddy Ryan in the 46 defense, And the bottom line is our secondary is crap. It's been crap. It's been a hole since we got into here. But the front four is not getting to the quarterback and not getting to them well enough. They had a couple of shots here and there. Bilal Nichols with that hit late. Denzel Perryman on the blitz. It's not enough. We have 2 stars on the front four. And like I said, Garrett Bolts is not playing their left tackle. Where are you, Chandler Jones? Where are you? What are you doing? You are stealing money from us. Do you understand that? $17 million. You should be getting about $1.7 million at this point. Let's get to this keys of the game, of course. Now, I talked about this in the game preview on Friday. As far as this goes, Chandler Jones, you're absolute trash. You're garbage. unbelievable. I mean, you're making Yannick Ngakoue look all world at this point. You're junk. You haven't done much of anything. They're getting some receiving yards, but they don't really need it because they have plenty of time back there to find wide receivers. That's not really been a problem. As far as the offensive side of the ball, Davante Adams almost already has 100 yards. He already has the touchdown. Josh Jacobs well on the way for a 100-yard game. So offense is actually, I would give the offense a B. I would give the defense an F, and probably an overall grade of a C- to a D for this game. Again, this Denver Broncos offense is terrible. It can't move the ball very well. We're making them look all world. This is another Davis Mills incident all over again. But I want to know what you guys have to say. We are at our question and answer segment. Like I said, we go about 10 or 15 minutes on the halftime show. Of course, I cannot show the game due to copyright issues. So we come here and talk about it. I want to hear what you have to say and vote. I want to see A's through F's right now. Put your grade in the chat. If you are on YouTube, put it in the poll right now. We got a few votes in here already. Mostly C's. We got a couple A's, mostly C's. I would not give them an F because the offense is actually doing pretty decent, especially in the passing game. Derek Carr, he threw that amazing pass to Davante Adams out on the outside on the left, dropped it right in on him. He's doing what he can do. He's getting chased like crazy. I'd like to see him run a little bit more, to be honest with you, scramble out and get a few rushing yards. That hasn't happened yet, but and the Broncos, I mean, again, we're doing it. It's like Groundhog Day. You know, they have Nathaniel Hackett, because he sucks so bad, gave his play calling duties to their offensive coordinator, destroying our defense as usual, just like last week with the Colts. They get a guy who's never called a play in the NFL ever, kicking our defense's ass. This is a joke. Why does Patrick Graham still have a job? Why does he still have a job? Why do you still have a job? I do not understand this. You must want a tank, and if that's the case, Raider Nation, don't give this team another dime. They're putting garbage out right now. They're putting garbage out, and some players are playing their hearts out, and you saw it with the Davante Adams interview. You saw it with the Derek Carr interview. They're going to play. They're going to play their asses off, and of course, Josh Jacobs is, and he's playing for a contract, definitely. The rest of these guys, I don't know. To be honest with you. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. Israel says, man, our defense. Yeah, our defense is terrible. And what are we doing? What are we changing? We're blitzing a little bit more. Why aren't we getting to the quarterback? What's going on with that? I mean, again, their line is dinged up as bad as ours, if not worse. Cushenberry's out. Of course, Garrett Bowles, their left tackle, I think that's their best offensive lineman. He's out. Why aren't we owning this? I mean, we have Pro Bowl type pass rushers. Why aren't we getting to? I mean, I could see if we were getting to Russell Wilson, he's running for his life. He's scrambling for first downs. He's not doing a whole lot of that. He's been hit a couple times, but not as much as he should be. No way. Not nearly as much. And, of course, no sacks. No sacks. We don't get sacks on this team, you know. I don't know what's going on. I mean, since the first half of last season, we don't get sacks anymore. That included Gus Bradley, and now it's like, Patrick Graham, what are you doing? I don't understand it. What's going on? Sam Webb being totally burnt to a crisp. I was going to put web-footed as one of my bads on my good, bad, and ugly, but what's the point? The whole defense sucks. It's not just them. I mean, the secondary sucks, but you can't, to be fair, you can't let them have 10 plus seconds back there to do whatever they want. They're not going to be able, nobody's going to be able to cover anybody like that for that amount of time. So, let's see. Sandy B says, another doable game. Hopefully they won't blow it. Well, they're already losing. So, I'm not sure what, again, this is going to be another ugly game. I'm still wondering, what is going on with this team. Again, there's a few players that you see out there busting their ass, and then the rest of them, I think Denzel Perryman plays hard when he's not injured. So kudos to him on that. Rock Ya-Sin is he's up and down. He's an average guy. Let's be honest. We got him. Oh, our cornerback problems or so. No. Why do you think Indianapolis wanted to get rid of him? No. Come on, man. I know, but more quarters are still left. Well, yeah. This is the Raiders' MO, basically. They sputter in the beginning, like they did. Our offense, Josh McDaniels, the genius, right? He's a genius. We don't do very well on the opening drives, if you haven't noticed. We really don't do well till about the second quarter on our offense. Our defense has been terrible, absolutely horrible. And it's not just against stars like Jonathan Taylor. Like I said, Davis Mills destroyed us. We were down 20-10 to Houston. Houston Texans. They scored 10 points today against Washington. Give me a break. And they got a touchdown, in the fourth quarter, basically a garbage touchdown. We gave up twice as many in the half to this team. Again, why does Patrick Graham still have a job here? Why aren't changes being made? Why? Because they're tanking. There is no commitment to excellence. Mark Davis, you are a bum. You are spitting in the grave of your father's legacy, and you're garbage. You're trash. You are trash for doing this. You think Al Davis would put up with this? No. There would be major changes made. He'd be cracking the whip, and you know what? They wouldn't be playing like this. They'd be gone. They'd get their asses in line. We don't have that. We have Tommy Boy Idiot running the show as our owner, and it flows down. The crap just flows straight down. So we're almost at the end of half. I'll take the remainder of your comments right now. What do you got? I worry in the fourth quarter. I worry too. At some point, what's going to happen? Derek Carr is running for his life. They're trying. They've given the ball to Josh Jacobs a lot. Looks like he got hurt. Zamir White is inactive, so I don't know who's going to run the ball. Brandon Bolden, is he even active? Amir Abdullah. Again, we're running awfully thin here, going up to Mile High Stadium. The offensive line is in shambles. Colt Miller's gone. Luminor's played decently on the left side. I can't really knock him for that. Thayer Munford's been a problem, but mostly it's been the interior offensive line creating the most, giving up the most pressure. So, all right, we're getting back. The Raiders are kicking off. Denver has the ball, of course. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff. We will be back for a full game review on Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific. And until then, as always,
something with all the distractions that you have off the field, how are you able to keep focused on winning football games as you do and do throughout the years?
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.